What is up, everybody? It is the HHN dog here, the leader of the pack, and I am back with another, yes, a third Halloween Horror Nights video. Now, throughout the day, you all, my subscribers and fans of Halloween Horror Nights, have gotten 2 Halloween Horror Nights videos from me throughout the day. One was the Saw video, the second video was the Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure video, and then the third video is this one. This one is all about the 5 scare zones and the second show announced, which the 5 scare zones and the second show was announced yesterday. So of course, as usual, gonna read the blog and then give my thoughts on the scare zones and the show. So let's get right into it. There is one aspect of Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights no one can escape: the scare zones. They are the first and last things you'll experience, and it's our chance to make sure there is no way to hide from the scares. This Halloween Horror Nights, we are inviting you to join the celebration of blood and bone at what can only be called the Festival of the Deadliest. And I shall point out that I will not read the descriptions of each scare zone. I'm just going to give the 5 names of the scare zones and give my thoughts on the scare zones. So the 5 scare zones. This scare zone, from what I understand, will be taking place on Hollywood Boulevard, which is where Van 55 was. Of course, that one is called the Festival of the Deadliest. The next scare zone, for the Festival of the Deadliest, you'll find the heart of the festival on the streets of Hollywood in Universal Studios, Florida, but its claws have spread throughout Horror Nights. Here's what awaits you every night. Next scare zone, this is going to be in Central Park. This is where the traditional Halloween scare zone usually is. Last year, Central Park was the home of Lair of the Banshees, which was a good scare zone. This year, it'll be the home to Trick or Treat. This scare zone is based on Michael Dougherty's 2007 film, Trick or Treat. You will see Sam. From what the blog says, you will be encountered by Sam. You'll be visited by Sam. That's awesome. Next scare zone. This is a returning scare zone. This will be in New York. The Purge is coming back. This here will be in the Plaza or the Avenue of the Stars, which is right between Shrek and Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem. That's Altars of Horror, which from what the blog says, you'll be encountered by iconic film characters from the houses. So yeah. And then the last scare zone will be San Francisco, where Dead Man's Wharf was last year. This is Invasion. Then, of course, what would Halloween Horror Nights be without the Roaming Hordes? The Roaming Hordes this year are clowns, and what the blog post describes them as a grotesque gang of gigglers has risen from the grave. So, thoughts on the scare zones. Scare zones sound so awesome this year. The scare zones I'm really looking forward to are Trick or Treat and Invasion. To be honest, I'm looking forward to Invasion and Trick or Treat. Maybe the Festival of the Deadliest. But the scare zones sound awesome from what the blog, from what each blog post, from what each blog thing says about the scare zones. They sound amazing. So the scare zones, again, the Festival of the Deadliest, which is in Hollywood. Trick or Treat, which is in Central Park. The Purge, which is in New York. Altars of Horror, which is Avenue of the Stars. And Invasion, which is over at San Francisco where Dead Man's Wharf was. And then the Roaming Hordes, I have a feeling the Roaming Hordes will be, the clown Roaming Hordes will be over by Transformers, and then they'll be in Springfield, and, they can go all over the place. Also, besides the announcement of the Scarezones, Academy of Villains is coming back. That's right, Academy of Villains is coming back for its second year. And of course, it'll be in the same location as it was last year on that big stage in front of Mel's. So, I did not get a chance to see Academy of Villains last year, but I did manage to see some video of last year's show on YouTube. The show looked amazing, so I may have to check it out this year. So, now, just by the 5 scare zones, the scare zones I'm most excited for and, most anticipated. Or actually, I'll save my most anticipated lists for when the rest of the houses get announced. Since we already have the 5 scare zones, I will do a most anticipated list of scare zones after I get done with this video. And I will do, of course, my most anticipated list of houses as soon as the last IP, horror IP property gets announced, and then the 4 original houses get announced. So again, the scare zones. The Purge, Trick or Treat, again, which is based on Michael Dougherty's 2007 film. Altars of Horror, Invasion, and the Festival of the Deadliest. So, scare zones, again, sound awesome. And of course, you have the Roaming Horde, which I really hope there are more than one Roaming Horde, because last year we had, I believe, 4, maybe 3. We had the clowns in Springfield. No. I'm sorry. We had the hillbillies, the cheerleaders, the scarecrows, or whatever you call them, and I believe there were clowns. No, there weren't. Clowns were the roaming horde of clowns was 2015 when Jack was the icon. So, scare zones, again, sound so awesome. Academy of Villains, a lot of people are very happy that that's back. And like I said, I'll have to give it a try and watch it this year. So, that's it for the video. I am sorry that this was a short video. I'm pretty sure this was a really short video, so I apologize. And I will make sure to put the link to this blog of the Scare Zones and show in the description bar down below, so you can read the individual descriptions of each Scare Zone on your own. Because I did not want to make this a super long video just by reading the whole blog and reading the descriptions of each Scare Zone. So, alright guys, thank you guys so much. You can follow me on Twitter at HHN Dog, D-A-W-G, it's HHN Dog. I will put the links to the last 2 Horror Nights videos I did in the description bar down below as well. I'll put in my social media in the description bar down below, along with the blog and the links to the 2 other videos I did earlier today. Alright guys, thank you everyone so much, and until the next Halloween Horror Nights video, I will see you all in the doghouse.